Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this ROTEK Wi-Fi digital microscope. According to the listing on Amazon, it says wireless digital microscope, ROTEK between 50 times and 1000 times microscope, magnification with HD 1080p 2 megapixel camera, mini pocket handheld microscope camera with light, compatible with iPhone, Android, iPad, Windows and Mac, and it is about $40 on Amazon, and it has very mixed reviews. So I found it's maybe interesting to see what we really get and what we can do with such a device. Here you can see a little bit, and here's some samples of the pictures. Yeah, that would be nice to see something like that. Yeah, probably that's not too impressive. That's very impressive if we could see that. That's probably not so much. That's not even much of magnification. Yeah, so here basic parameters or specs, and yeah, compatibility or supported system. So I will try it with an Android phone. So let's see what we get inside. There are different of such models around. Some are wired, some are wireless. I think wireless could be an advantage, but of course we need a setup and it can be complicated. Here in this case we have a wireless, built-in wireless hotspot. So let's then find out how difficult this is. By the way, this is micro USB, old-fashioned. Yeah, here we get this stand and also instructions. If it's not too much, I will show you the instructions. So sometimes people buy used or they lose the instructions, or they want just to make better buy decisions. So here we have some quick information. Of course we have to download the app, and it seems that even though it's wireless, it needs some power, but I don't know if it needs permanent power. So we'll have to find out about that. Okay, so based on these instructions, we can either work with it using the app from the App Store or Google Play Store, or we can, on the smartphone, or we can use a computer like Windows 10 or macOS, but then we have to download this software and we have to use the USB cable to connect. So we have both options, but I'm just going to show you the mobile phone option here. So here we have the instructions in English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, Japan. Just 5 pages. I think that's worth to show you that. Okay, pages 1 and 2. Yeah, just go to highest resolution, like usually 1080p. Then put the video on pause so you have enough time to read everything nice and clear. I hope it's focusing. I think, yeah, as far as I can see, I think it's focusing more or less. Yeah, here a little bit better again. I've been refocusing, and yeah, that's already German. Yeah, okay, so the English part is done, and so let's see what we get. Yeah, move out a little bit here. I heard we have to be careful with the lens here. I mean, that's not the front, that's the back, that's the front, and that's the lens. And yeah, open here. I heard we have to be really careful with this lens here. Don't mess it up when it's scratched and it's just cheap plastic, and when it's scratched, yeah, then game is over. You won't be able to use it properly anymore, especially not with high magnification, because then the focal point will be really close to this lens here, and you will see only the scratches and dirt and dust and whatsoever. So you have to be really careful with this thing here. Don't mess it up and be really careful in this area. So here we have the magnification. We can adjust it from 50 to 1000. Then we have on off and the LED, like I think the brightness of the LED, and here the thing to charge. I'm going to charge it now, and in the meantime I'm going to read the instructions and try to connect or set up the app. I almost forgot to show you, there are two more buttons here on the side, here to enlarge, I think, and make things smaller, or enlarge the things which are visible here. Somehow it looks like that's a cap. Maybe it can be removed, especially when there's some problems, or we have to really remove that. And yeah, there's a protection here, and so we can put it back. Yeah, okay, yeah, but let's find out what's really the idea of that. Yeah, while it's charging, we can see the red LED light on the left side. I think, yeah, when it's fully charged, I think this red LED will turn off. So I'll let it charge for a little bit. By the way, here we have the app, and there is no QR code in the manual, so we have to search it manually. That's the MacC. It has an average of 3.0 reviews, but I'm not sure if it's only for this microscope. Maybe it's also used for other microscopes. Sometimes this happens, and then people give bad reviews, not for the app but for their bad microscope. So we are not sure if this really is the reviews of the microscope or just the app, but a lot of people have been disappointed. But there seem also some people who really like it, so I'm going to install, but yeah, there was no QR code, no nothing. You would have to type it yourself. The official name is Max-C, but you can also search with just Max and then a space, and C also works. Of course, the app is not only available on Google Play Store, you can also download it from ROTEK VIP download, but I highly recommend to use Google Play Store because they are doing a little bit of extra scan for viruses and Trojan horses and so on. So let's open that and see how we can connect the camera. So you have to allow the app to access photos, media, files. Yeah, it's a little bit bad, but it is what it is, and most apps are requiring such access. So MacC not found. Please connect to MacC, I think the Wi-Fi first. Yeah, I haven't been charging it for very long, but I hope it's still enough. So I think we have to press for 4 seconds here, and then there should be some kind of light. Yeah, I was expecting some kind of bigger light, but that's obviously not the case. The Wi-Fi connection light is here, so again, my bad here. So that's a charging light, that's the Wi-Fi LED light. So when it's blue blinking, it's ready to connect. So let's try here and click on yes and see if we can connect. Yeah, it's directly going to the Wi-Fi setting, and so we can search for the Wi-Fi from this stick or from this microscope. Yeah, it took a few seconds, and then we can see the MacC SB6E. So let's connect to that, and probably I will get a message that there is some limited internet. Yeah, connected, no internet, of course. This thing cannot provide internet, it's no problem. So confirm connection, keep, press on keep. That's really important. Yeah, actually we are still in the app, so we just can go back. It's a little bit strange. That's a new behavior. I'm not used to that, but looks like that's super easy. So we have access to the Wi-Fi within the app. So I'll mount it on the stand so we can see something. So it looks like we have to insert the microscope here in this mount here. It has these two things on the side, and so let's snap it in. Yeah, Okay, that's not bad. It has some hold, and then of course we have to adjust that it's pointing down, and then we secure it here. So that's not too complicated. I mean, by the way, there's just this screw here, and we can, as you can see, it's very flexible. We can really do a lot with this thing here. That's pretty good. So really like that. The only thing is, yeah, when you have it too far away from the stand is very light, and this is, I mean, it's actually also light, but when it's too far away, it doesn't have a safe stand. As you can see, that's too much, that's too far away, so we cannot do that. But yeah, close to that at least. So I have it now in this position, like here. Hope you can see that. And so I'm pointing down to this really small picture here, and I'm using the LED now to create some more light here. As you can see, now I'm full light, and you can see the difference here on the camera, I mean on the screen here. So it obviously makes a lot of difference. Maybe it can be too much, but we have to also focus. I don't know how to focus. I'm trying to change the zoom here, zoom level. Maybe we can then see something. Yeah, there is something here. Yeah, one of the strange things is here the rotation or the orientation. So actually for me it's clear that this thing has to be on top, of course, but because we cannot change that, so otherwise it would fall out. So that's the only way how to keep this microscope inside. So that must be the top, and when I have it like this, it's actually 90 degrees off, as you can see, because I mean these are the buttons which we can use. So, and this is now the orientation which I have to see. But I mean, with the mobile phone here on the desk, we can rotate it however we want to have it, and yeah, we can change it. We can just flip it by 180 degrees and not 90 degrees, but we can make a screenshot here, I guess, and also grab a video. Yeah, now it's taking a video when you have something really interesting. That's good. So picture, yeah, it's not confirming. We can change the resolution. We can go to the highest resolution now, but still it's a little bit, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, we can at least definitely say that it is bad quality writing. The thing is, with this wheel here, yeah, it is more like a focus ring. It is, I mean, of course, it's also it's something like 2-in-1. It's like focus and it is magnification. So we don't have two wheels. It would be nice to have two wheels, one for magnification and one for the focus. But at least we have these two buttons here, as you remember, the plus and the minus. So I'm trying to focus again here with this wheel. So let's try again. So here we can see something. Unfortunately, it doesn't have autofocus or something like that. But now I'm pressing on the magnification. So let's see how far we can zoom in here. It says 2 times. That's it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's just digital zoom here. Probably it doesn't do anything with the optics. So yeah, it's very weird. So it looks somehow we have to go closer to get higher magnification, which is a little bit strange. I mean, I'm not a scientist or something like that. Maybe it works the same with normal microscopes. So yeah, definitely forgot to remove the cover. Yeah, that's something. Okay, but I think it doesn't change anything. I mean, it's very clear at the moment, at least. You have to be careful to put it back after you have been using that. So yeah, let's repeat the thing. So I've been focusing as much as ever possible. I mean, it was not too difficult. Maybe it was just a lucky punch or so, but it doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty accurate, but yeah, still we cannot go closer. So I'll try now. I'll just move it down as far as possible, and that's like this, as you can see. I mean, I have it now sitting on the paper basically. That's what I'm doing, and now I try to refocus again. But I mean, that's it. That's the only thing I can do, and it's not much more. So but it's focusing yeah, it's focusing a little bit closer, and so the magnification is a little bit bigger. Of course it's nice, but I have no clue how much magnification we have here. Yeah, I mean, this is really small, as you can see. Hope you can see that on the screen. I mean, this is pretty small, and when I go here, we see everything really clear. I have even problems finding the right location here. Yeah, here we have been. I mean, that's something which I think you have no chance with normal magnifying glass to achieve, but I'm going to try that now to see what we can see. So yeah, you hope you remember that a little bit. So I'm doing that here, and I'm trying to show you whatever is possible. Yeah, here also the light. Yeah, so I think you can see that now. It's a little bit difficult to see for me on the screen, but I think that's about the 10 times or something like that here in this small magnifying glass, and that's about what we get. Yeah, I can't come closer, otherwise it's out of focus. So yeah, I mean, if you really need high magnification, so that's not bad. So yeah, I mean, you can see how small this is. I could get a little bit closer. Of course, we can also do some zooming here. I'm trying to do whatever I can. Yeah, that's the closest point here from my mobile phone where it's still focusing. So yeah, of course, we can also see it somehow. It was not too bad, but of course it was not on the same level as we have here. Of course, that's a different thing here, and it's not bad. I mean, yeah, I think I'll grab something from outside, like a leaf or so, to show you something. Yeah, the microscope was now running for about 5 or 10 minutes. It gets a little bit warm, not really hot, but it looks like it consumes quite some battery. So yeah, I have a few samples here. Maybe it's not the best sample. Let's see what we can get here. You can see some structure of the flower here. So here that looks like some structure of the flower here. Yeah, we can really see some things which you would definitely not see. I mean, that's just the border of this thing here, and it's pretty sharp. Yeah, here I have also some small piece of a motherboard. Yeah, that's the remainders of this crushed earphone here. So that's just the motherboard piece. So let's see if we can find something interesting here. I think we have now more or less focus on that, and it's really interesting to see, yeah, see this connection point here. That's something where you definitely have no chance apart from that to see how good it's manufactured. Maybe also to check some of the numbers of the smaller pieces. So I was using the magnifier glass to search for the numbers on the microchip, but it was really super difficult to read them, and here you can see it's so easy here. and these numbers are super small. I mean, they are on this small chip here, small imprint on this microchip here. So yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I was actually already finished with the video, and then I started to to read the manual. Yeah, sometimes it would be really better to read the full manual at the beginning of the video instead of having to recut everything, because what I found now, I mean, the instruction manual is really poorly written. The translation is English is already really bad, and I expect the other languages are even worse. But still, I have found out some indication that there are 2 focal points, and it looks like there is 1 focal point for 50 times magnification, and there is 1 focal point for 1000 time magnification. So I'm trying to go there here, so you can see that's definitely the 50 times. I make a picture of that. That's the 50 times. Now I'm trying to go to the 1000 times, but of course the quality will be a little bit worse. So, but you have to be close to that you can reach the 1000 times. So here I'm a little bit struggling with that. So of course that's crazy. I mean, 1000 times, but it is 1000 times here. I have no doubt about that. That's so close. These are the pins from the microchip. That's crazy that we can see that here. So that's absolutely insane. So I'll have to make a picture of that. These are the pins of the chip. I've never seen that so close, but of course it's difficult to move around here, and yeah, it will be fast, very fast out of focus, and it's hard to find anything. But if you need that, yeah, you can do that. So for almost everything there seem to be 2 focal points, really, 1 for 50 times and 1 for 1000 times magnification. So you can see I can go almost everywhere, and that's crazy what I have, how much I can zoom in here. So again, we're zooming out here. That's already really nice. That's the 50 times, but the other thing is the 1000 times. At least they say. I'm not sure about that. Is it 1000 times? Yeah, at least it's much more than the original one. So you can really work with that. Also, of course, that works with the leaf here. Here we have the 50 times. And so I can try to go to the 1000 times. So now I'm there, and yeah, it's absolutely impossible to see anything like that with your normal eyes. Yeah, and yeah, you have to also work with the LEDs. Yeah, of course it will be the same thing as with a normal camera. The higher the zoom, the less the light you will have. Yeah, you have to try really hard here. So you have to push sometimes pretty hard to get to the 1000 times focus. So here I am. You can see that it's pretty clear actually for 1000 times or whatever it is. It's definitely higher than 50 times, and the picture is very clear. It's not so bright anymore as before, but still looking really good and really interesting. By the way, what's also really important, when you turn it off and you leave everything, don't just leave the app. You have to go to the settings again and to the Wi-Fi after that, and connect to the normal Wi-Fi. Yeah, that was a little bit wrong, but of course you have to go back to the normal Wi-Fi again, away from this thing here, if it's still on. I think for me it looked like when I turned this off, when I turned the Wi-Fi off, the phone was going back to the normal Wi-Fi anyway. But as long as you have it on and just leave the app, it would be still here, and then you have no internet connection. So if you think that could be something for you, I mean, actually so far I can give you full recommendation for that, and we'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. I think there's even a coupon running at the moment, so check it out. But even though for around $40, it's I think a pretty good value, especially now for children when they are on online schooling and they cannot go to school and you have to keep them busy. That would be maybe something interesting. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.